It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get to see the Eagles, reigning league MVP. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Eagles and the Bengals on Sunday night.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline.
And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. You talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell, Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot. Touchdown, strike first.
Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw left side is complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll throw out of the gun. That's caught! And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's in! Touchdown, Philadelphia. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Remember, he had a touchdown on the ground earlier, something he's been able to do frequently this season, as you see where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks in rushing TDs. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. Now, faking the give. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the air one more time. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw across his body is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Sensational stats in this one, and now that pass gets him over 300 yards on the evening. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports halftime report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the Jaguars who pick up the win at home. Trevor Lawrence leading the way again as his guys run their mark to 8-1. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown catch in the victory. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers. In that first half, it was a veteran quarterback who led the charge. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score
So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. He's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL leader in touchdown passes. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he'll be taken down.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Davis downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
First and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. And with that last throw, the record comes into focus. He has gone over 500 passing yards in this game alone. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. He'll drop to throw. He's going to tuck, and he's got another one. Touchdown, Eagles. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
That's caught downfield by Smith. And he will score. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
They send him right out of the slot. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
They'll look to throw. Off he goes. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.